Well, as you can see, that's one of the Sikorsky S-92-A Coast Guard helicopter, that is, anyway, which that's what just came over this afternoon anyway. So as you can see, this is the Coast Guard search and rescue helicopter that we've just seen came over this afternoon anyway, which as you can see, this registration here I've not seen on this Coast Guard before, which this is the first time that we ever call this registration, which is G-MCGJ, that is. As you can see, it's got the call sign there, which is SRG924, that is, which I think looks like it's just going out for possibly for a call out agent to do search and rescue training just over in south anyway, which I have no idea where he's going to anyway to do training anyway, but it looks like it's being called out to do search and rescue training just over south, I believe, anyway, which I have no idea where he's going to anyway. But as you can tell, this helicopter here, this one here, that's taken over from the G-MCGJ apparently, which that one took over from that one here, that took place from the G-MCGJ ages ago, apparently back in March anyway. Which this helicopter here, that's come all the way from Wales, that one anyway. Which this Coast Guard search and rescue helicopter, which this one here, that's come from all the way from North Wales anyway, which that's just came all the way from North Wales, that one did anyway. So basically that's just came all the way from North Wales anyway. So yeah, so as you can see, this just came all the way from North Wales anyway, which is a bit bizarre anyway, because that's just came all the way from North Wales anyway. So yeah. But anyway, so as you can see, he's just took off at Cornwall Airport, Newquay, just around, well, basically he was on the ground at Newquay Airport, just over the Bristow building, as he just literally just took off from the Bristow building anyway. So basically he's just took off from where he's been to, he's just took off at Bristow building apparently, especially probably at his base, from his home base anyway, at Newquay Airport anyway. So literally he's just took off at Newquay Airport just after 1:30 anyway. So yeah, he's just took off at Newquay Airport just after 1:30 anyway. So yeah, as you can see, he's just took off at Newquay Airport anyway, and looks like he's heading out to do search and rescue training over in south anyway, which by the looks of it, I think it's being called out over to Lizard, I believe anyway. I think it's just going for like a call out agent just over to the Lizard anyway, just over to the Lizard anyway. So yeah, I will have to admit, this is the first time that I've ever seen this registration. A bit windy. It's a bit windy around here today, apparently. Apparently it's a little bit windy around here. Basically, it's still a bit windy around here. I'm not sure where it's heading off to anyway, but looks like it's going to be calling out. It's going to go for a call out to do search and rescue training just over, probably just over towards the Lizard anyway, just probably towards the Lizard anyway, of south anyway, which I think it's just going for like a call out urgent, I think anyway, to do. So yeah, as you can see, where he came before that, I think he came from. There he is. That's the name of the. There we go. This is where he was based in before anyway, called Fan Airport. Apparently that's just come from where he was currently based before anyway, which basically that's his current home base anyway. It's come from it's literally just come from Fan Airport apparently. That's where it came from. It's just literally came all the way from Fan Airport, which at the moment that's where the G-MCGJ is at the moment. Apparently it's just obviously taken over from the G-MCGJ role apparently, which that was when at the time that the G-MCGJ was currently based there before anyway. Now because of this time he's come here to base Cornwall Airport, Newquay for the time being anyway, which I can hardly remember that he travelled all the way from Fan Airport to Newquay Airport apparently, which that's based in North, because Fan Airport, that's in North Wales anyway, that's where G-MCGJ is at the moment. So yeah, so if I go to the G-MCGJ, which I've got it on the timeline, so you go, that was where he was in Cornwall before anyway. So before that he was, so he travelled so last time he went to Cornwall Airport Newquay was because that he took off from Cornwall Airport Newquay and over to Caravan Fan Airport, which that's where he was going to his new base anyway. Which I think that's where his new base is at the moment, is the G-MCGJ. I think that's his new base anyway. So yeah, as you can see, it's got a call sign there, which is HMCG937, which that one is based down in Wales anyway. Which that call sign that's used for, I think that's basically similar to what we have in Cornwall anyway. So yeah, I think this is a bit similar to what we have in Cornwall anyway. Whereas like in Cornwall we used to have a HMCG call sign, but now because in Cornwall we have CRD and CRG call sign, and also we used to have an RESC 90. We also have the RESC call sign, RESC call sign, which that one we used to have, which is now known as CRG, and the HMCG, which has now changed to CRD. So yeah, so that's where the Coast Guard helicopter G-MCGJ is at the moment, over to its new base, the Caravan Fan Airport anyway. So that's where he last went since the 19th of December 2023 was the last time that he went there. That's where he had to travel all the way from Newquay Airport to Caravan Airport. So yeah. Anyway, let's have a look where the G-MCGJ is at the moment. Even if we still got the current Coast Guard helicopter, which the ones we still got is the G-MCGJ, which that's still based in Newquay Airport at the moment. So there he is. There he is. As I said, he's now going to do some training just over the Lizard anyway, which that's where he's now heading to anyway. So yeah, and as you can hardly see, he just came flying past near me, just around 12,075 feet to 12,050 feet from here anyway, which that's where he flew past just over Mabe anyway, as this is where we saw it anyway, as he was passing over Chaloswell anyway, as he came to pass over Chaloswell anyway. So yeah, which hopefully we might get to see the second flyby for the Coast Guard helicopter when it comes back from doing a search and rescue train at the Lizard anyway, which hopefully we will get to see hopefully. So yeah, which hopefully we will get to see after it's been doing search and rescue train over at the Lizard anyway. So yeah, this is the first time I ever filmed the G-MCGJ for the first time I've ever seen this registration. So yeah, it's the first time I ever filmed this registration, the G-MCGJ. It's probably the newer registration that's now based at Newquay Airport. This is one of the newer registration on the Coast Guard helicopter. So yeah, this is one of the new registration, which this one used to be based at Caravan Fan Airport, which I don't know when this G-MCGJ is going to return back to its base at Caravan Fan Airport, especially because now, because of the time it's taken over from the G-MCGJ role, apparently, because that's where the G-MCGJ is now. He's now over at Caravan Fan Airport. So yeah, this is where he is now in Wales anyway, at his new base. I don't know when the G-MCGJ will return back to Newquay Airport, which I have no clue when he will be returning to Newquay Airport. So yeah, because at the moment we've got the G-MCGJ, which that's with us in Cornwall at the moment, which that's only based at Newquay Airport at the moment, until the G-MCGJ returns back to its home base at Newquay Airport, which I don't know when, to be honest. Which hopefully it might return at some point this year in the summer anyway. Hopefully he might return to Newquay Airport this year, probably this year in the summer hopefully, but we don't know. Obviously depending on when the G-MCGJ is going to return to go back to Caravan Fan Airport, to his return home base, which we don't know yet, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, so hopefully we will get to see the second flight pass for the Coast Guard helicopter if it comes back. Hopefully we might be able to see it, but obviously it depends if it comes back for another pass, but we don't know yet. So yeah, hopefully we might get to see a second pass for the Coast Guard helicopter, just like the same thing on the Cornwall Air Ambulance, like that we normally see in Cornwall sometimes, which that comes for the second pass as well sometimes. So yeah, obviously it all depends if the Coast Guard comes back for a second pass, but we don't know yet. So yeah, which hopefully we might get to see it twice, hopefully. Obviously it all depends. So yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching. Bye bye. Well, there we go. As you can see, that was definitely an awesome overhead pass from the Coast Guard helicopter we've just seen anyway, which is basically the Sikorsky S-92-A Helibus. That was what an awesome flight pass that was anyway. Look at that, that was such an awesome flight pass compared to the first one that we just seen that flown over in May. But anyway, but look at that, he's just come for an awesome flight pass anyway, which, you know, which I like to see, where Coast Guard just comes to, especially when it comes for a flight pass. Honestly, like, it's such an awesome overhead flight pass that we just seen anyway from the Coast Guard Search and Rescue helicopter. This is the one that's operated by the Bristow helicopters anyway, and this is the one that's operated, and this is the one that we've basically seen come on most of the time. But to be honest, this is why we haven't seen Coast Guard helicopter in Cornwall for over, I think, probably around over at least nearly between 2 to 3 months anyway. I think this has been a very long time. I think this has been a while since we last saw this Coast Guard Sikorsky S-92-A Helibus anyway. So yeah, I think this has been a while since we last saw this Coast Guard Search and Rescue anyway. I think this has been a while since we last saw this one anyway. Well, not because of this registration, but obviously this is the first time that we ever seen this registration, G-MCGJ that is. So yeah, but literally what an awesome flight pass that was anyway. What an awesome flight pass that was from the Coast Guard's Sikorsky S-92-A helicopter. But honestly, what an awesome flight pass that was though, from Sikorsky S-92-A Coast Guard Search and Rescue helicopter. That's an awesome flight pass that was anyway. This is why we definitely do see Sikorsky S-92-A helicopter sometimes, especially when it comes for an awesome flight pass. So yeah. But anyway, just you can see, he's just been out doing some search and rescue training just over the Lizard anyway. He's just been training just over at Pentreth anyway, which is by the Lizard anyway. So yeah, so as you can see, he's just coming back from search and rescue training just over the Lizard anyway. So yeah, as you can see, I think it looks like he's just dropping down over to Royal Cornwall Hospital, Throwback anyway, which I think that's where he's going to, I believe anyway. I think this is probably where he's going to anyway, going over to Royal Cornwall Hospital, Throwback anyway, which I believe this is probably where he's going to anyway. So yeah, probably dropping off the patient, I believe anyway. I think he's going over to, well, not sure if it looks like he's going to Throwback, but looks like he might be going down to Throwback Hospital anyway, just to drop off the patient anyway. But the one that's been out doing search and rescue training over Pentreth by the Lizard. So yeah, he's just been out doing search and rescue training just over the Lizard anyway, just over by Pentreth, over by the Lizard. So yeah, which I think this is probably where he might be going to, I believe anyway, probably down to Royal Cornwall Hospital, Throwback anyway, which I think that's where he's going to, just to drop off the illness patient person anyway, I think, which I think this is probably where it's being found over Pentreath anyway. So yeah, it's probably to do with someone falling off a cliff anyway, or might be because that it might have got drummed in the sea, I think, anyway, down the south anyway. I think it might be to do with that anyway. So yeah, I think this is why it just had to drop off the patient. But as you can see, it's now descending over to Royal Common Hospital Tredesk anyway, which looks like it's going to land at Royal Common Hospital Tredesk, I believe now. So yeah, and then hopefully at the time it will be heading probably back to its home base at Newquay Airport anyway, which hopefully will be going back to Newquay Airport very soon after it's been over to Tredesk anyway. So yeah, which I have a feeling is going to be going back there shortly anyway, hopefully back to Newquay Airport after it's been over to Royal Common Hospital Tredesk, just to drop off the patient and then back over to Newquay Airport to its base. So yeah, it's been a while since we last saw this Coast Guard helicopter on the Sikorsky S-92 over the past 2 months, I believe anyway. I think it was around 2 months since we last saw the Coast Guard anyway. I think it was around between 2 to 3 months anyway that we last saw the Coast Guard helicopter on the Sikorsky S-92 anyway. I think which it was around between 2 to 3 months, because obviously, you know, it's been a while since we last saw the Coast Guard helicopter in 3 months anyway. That last came over my place. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, and as you can see, the registration is G-MCGJ. As you can see, the registration is G-MCGJ, that is, and with the call sign is SRG924, which has basically been out doing search and rescue training. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, hopefully it'll be going back to its base at Newquay Airport very soon. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.